Hi, Claire. How are you?
Hello, how are you, Leora? What's the crack?
I'm very well. So it's such an honor to speak with you because congratulations on herself. Congratulations on winning the IFTA award for this brilliant performance as Amanda Kinsella on Kin. So it's just amazing to speak with you. I thought it was interesting that Peter McKenna, the show's writer and co-creator, of course, he described Amanda as sort of like a Michael Corleone type character, and that when he approaches each episode, he looks at Amanda and he looks at Michael, played by Charlie Cox, and then he looks at the rest of the family afterwards. So I'm curious how you went about portraying her.
Well, I basically went for a big long walk with Peter and a chat before we started filming. And he just talked and talked and talked to me about Amanda, just about where she kind of was born, how she came about, and all of this kind of stuff, like just the journey of even writing the series. And then I kind of just did what he told me to do, like, which was like not to overly research the gangland world too much because Amanda doesn't know so much herself,
Right.
but to understand the dynamic of what she's living in, yes, and car money laundering in the car dealership and stuff like that. But really it was about building who she is and her history. And he collaborated with me and he asked me questions like, why do you think she chose to be with Jimmy, or why do you think this? So we sort of like built up a language about the history of Amanda. But I think instinctively he just he cast me in Amanda, and I just felt I knew who Amanda was instinctively. I don't know why. So I feel like that was kind of how I prepped. But I do know about the Michael Corleone comparison as well, of kind of going from innocence into the dark side. And I would say, yeah, I would say it was just a really interesting prep.
Yeah. And I know fans of the show, they all have a different favorite Amanda moment. So I want to know what yours was.
Oh my god, my favorite Amanda moment.
Your favorite moment to play as a
Ooh,
performer.
that's a really good question. Sorry, I'm just trying to
No,
think.
take your time.
In a way, I guess, like, one of the most heartbreaking moments was actually just identifying Jamie's body. But I just felt like that was one of the most raw moments. And I felt like it was actually a gift because, I've never played anything quite that raw or deep. And that was great. And then other moments would probably be just like standoff moments with Kieran Hines and stuff. just
Yes, yes, the final episode. Oh,
just loved being like, no, it's going like this. So I really like that.
yes, yes. And going back to grieving over Jamie's body, where you mentioned his tattoo,
Oh
it's so
yeah,
heartbreaking.
so heartbreaking. But I think there's some stuff as well that we filmed that never made it into Kin that I used to be like, oh, I just wish that was still in there. Just this really
Oh.
cool moment. Yeah, yeah. But anyway.
And you're filming season 2 this summer in Dublin, is that correct?
Yeah, yeah, that's us set up now for the summer.
So what are your
That's why I'm
hopes
glad
for
I live beside
Amanda?
you.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, we're all set. We're all set to go for season two, and I'm actually yet to. I have to read the second draft of the first episodes now in the next week or two. But yeah, it's really exciting stuff coming up. I think I
So
don't
what
know
are
what I'm
your
allowed to say. So
That's fair. What are your hopes for Amanda moving forward?
I hope that she just oh God, I hope she gets a little bit happy. I just wouldn't it be great if she had a laugh at some point?
Yes.
Oh my God. I know. I just really hope she gets to the other side of the grief. I hope she finds some hope and some meaning in her life after
Mm.
all that.
Yeah, I love that in the final episode, she mentions that it's only been 5 weeks since the first episode, and so
Mhm.
much has happened for her in that time.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's why I really hope that like we see a kind of development and like a moving on from the initial kind of shocked family war kind of thing that went on. I want to see where she's at now, and has she steadied herself, and what has she been able to gain, and what has she lost.
So tell me about collaborating with the different members of the Kinsella family, with Charlie Cox, Emmett J Scanlan, Aidan Gillen, Maria Doyle Kennedy, Sam Keeley. I almost forgot Sam Keeley. Sorry, Sam.
It's just so incredible. Like obviously just working with all these amazing actors who at the time I had so little experience with TV and a little bit of film experience obviously, but not millions. And I just felt very grateful to have such incredible talents, but also brains and generosity of spirit around me. Like I really don't think I think it's good that we are all playing a family, because it felt like that on set definitely. And Charlie is like really clever with TV acting, like he kind of knows the technicality stuff as well. um Emmett is just like my best friend sometimes. He just kind of like, I don't know, because we just have to do such intense stuff sometimes and be a
Yeah.
husband and wife, and like I don't know, like I just find that we find a lot of lightness outside, like off camera. So we're just
Right,
always
right.
joking about, like, which is really nice.
Yes, yes, because you have such moments of deep grief together,
Mhm.
and then exploring your family history also, which
Yeah.
comes out little by little over the season, and how much resentment,
Yeah.
not maybe not resentment, but just what he holds within about the history.
Yeah. And I think that like picking away and understanding that history a bit more as the series and second series progresses, it just makes for a really interesting drama. I think because like histories between people are, oh my god, it's not about what's said, it's about what's felt on the screen between them as well. And I love the chance to get to play people that have that between each other. But the the history really helps just inform the tension, I think, as well. And that like that's exciting to watch, you know.
So as a viewer, what have you seen lately that you've been really into?
My favorite is oh god, I'm forgetting the name of it now. Sorry, it's the family thing. Ugh, sorry.
Succession?
Succession. Thank you. And no surprises there because our thing is very similar. It's like Succession, you know, it's about
Yeah,
who
Peter
takes
mentioned
over
that.
and it's family and it's power and money and all that kind of thing. And just a slightly smaller arena of Ireland in our one.
Right.
But I think Succession is brilliant. I love a lot of stand-up comedy, so I'm a bit of an idiot like that. So I also like, as much as I like Succession, I love like Tom Papa and Tommy Tiernan and people like that. So, or like Joanne McNally in Ireland, who I don't know if anyone of your viewers would know her, but they should check her out. She's very funny.
Okay, will do. Thank you so much. Thank you for the art that you bring into the world. I really appreciate it. I can't
No
wait to
worries.
see Kin season 2. I'm looking forward to it. Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you. Thanks a million, Yor.